I'm Ana Maria Martinez.
And I'm Gabby Attal, her other half.
My better half. Being an only child, I was home alone a lot. And I feel that one of the greatest forms of connection that I had was through PBS. And my happiest memories of watching television were with Mr. Rogers. Here was this wonderful soul, giving tremendous wisdom and life lessons to all of us with great care. Even though I knew some English when I came to New York, I wasn't fluent. So I felt even more on the shy side, but Sesame Street really helped me to gain that confidence so that I could quickly be up there at the same level speaking English with my classmates. Great performances were always on at home, and I do remember thinking, maybe I can do that too. Maybe one day I can do that too. The way that PBS approaches the programming, I feel, is to give it to you much like we do on stage. Here, this is for you, to enrich your life. It's not about, wow, look how flashy we are. This is something other fellow humans created, and this is something you can be a part of. I think that self-awareness is unfortunately grossly lacking in the world. And if I take, for example, Madame Butterfly, which is a role I do a lot, and what she had to go through, and then her sense of loss, and then ultimate sacrifice, to play that, you have to go through that. And your empathy is just so much stronger. So when you see and observe the process of that, you see how valuable each human life is, and you see how valuable each culture is, and each opinion, especially when it's not your own. Seeing that process come to fruition teaches you tolerance.
You make really good popcorn. We only watch PBS at night. It has impacted my life in so many ways. I used to watch the New Yankee workshop, so I developed this really infinite love for woodworking. I built our dining room table. It's a replica of a French Provençal dining table. As a country, we should be proud of PBS. I mean, it is a national treasure for sure.
Become a member of Houston Public Media at $10 a month or more, and we'll set you up with access to hundreds of on-demand programs through TVA PBS Passport. Step it up to $100 a month and join a group of like-minded donors in our Studio Society. Now is the time to support what you love and do good in the community. Call 800-364-8300 or give online at houstonpublicmedia.org.
I am blessed to have a son whose name is Lucas, who is 10 going on 11, and sometimes I think 10 going on 40, who loves PBS, and he's been watching PBS since he was a baby. It establishes an atmosphere, a mood of calm. And in that calm, they tell you a story in a way that a child especially can be more receptive. And to this day, he talks to me a lot about Nova. That's actually his favorite PBS show.
There's this one Nova episode. It was about black holes and how they like suck you in, but when you're getting sucked in, it like stretches you like spaghetti.
We've recently changed our whole viewing in this household where we had all sorts of channels on cable. And we said, all we really need is PBS. That's what we need. And even Lucas said, you must have PBS. Whatever it is that you have to keep PBS. PBS is really the only source we have right now that puts classical music and the classical art form and opera in our living room. And to parents, I say they don't need to know anything about the art forms. Just turn on the TV. Let your kids watch it. You watch it and listen and see how it's going to ignite your imagination. I think one of the characteristics that makes a society worth anything and helps our intelligence and helps our empathy and helps us to build together a beautiful future are the arts. I have to emphasize the importance of PBS. With all of the programming that specialize in the arts, also news, children's programming, all sorts of incredible programming. This is one of the sources that we have to keep culture alive in our lives. As individuals, as communities, as a nation, We need to cherish PBS, defend it, protect it, because it's one of the few things that's going to keep us decent and wonderful, joyous, as the best versions of ourselves that we can be.